Hello! Welcome to your new and exciting journey in Module 2. This is perfectly made for you to explore the significance of writing a bibliography. Before discussing this very interesting topic, let me bring you to a situation where you, your classmate, or your friend might have experienced. Have you experienced someone stole your pen, paper, or any belonging? Or someone stole your lunchbox and ate your food? How did you feel? I bet you were angry because someone got something without asking permission from you, right? Even how small or big the stolen object is, getting it without the owner's permission is not okay. It is also the same when you use and copy the ideas of others and make them yours without asking permission. It is stealing. People must not steal words or ideas too. This is why stealing or copying the ideas of others is prohibited. In this module, you will learn the skills of using conventions in citing sources and writing a bibliography.
Most essential learning competency. Use conventions in citing sources. At the end of the lesson, you are expected to: letter A. Identify different sources of information, such as book, encyclopedia, magazine article, journal, newspaper, interview, and the World Wide Web. Letter B. Write the correct format of citing various sources using appropriate punctuation marks. Letter C. Make a bibliography using the APA format. And letter D. Give the importance of citing sources of information. Let's start with Test A. Excited? Direction. Identify the source of information based on the bibliographic entries listed below. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. The choices: book, encyclopedia, magazine, interview, article, journal, newspaper, World Wide Web. Let's now move on to Test B. Search sites. Direction. Find and encircle all 10 words linked to the word bibliography in the following grid. They could be found horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. Copy the grid on a separate sheet of paper and write your answer on it. In the previous lesson, you have developed the skill of looking for the meaning of the words through context clues. Now, you will learn the meaning of the keywords through the same approach. These keywords will help you gain thorough understanding of the lesson and will enable you to have insights of its value and importance. Let's have Activity 1. Between sites. Identify the meaning of the underlined word used in each sentence. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Number 1. To make the research easier, the teacher provided the students with an excellent bibliography on the cultures of Africa. Letter A. A list of sources of. Letter B. A list of books arranged alphabetically. Letter C. A good way of summarizing lecture material. And letter D. A map showing libraries in a particular area. Number 2. The student has been accused of plagiarism on his report about the family cultures of Africa. Letter A. Stealing ideas of others. Letter B. Sharing his ideas to others. Letter C. Acknowledging the author's work. And letter D. Asking permission of sharing the author's ideas. Number 3. He acknowledged the sources he used in his report. Letter A. Used the different materials. Letter B. Received something important. Letter C. Arranged the different sources. And letter D. Recognized the rights and authority. Number 4. He cited evidence suggesting that the information presented is true. Letter A. Gave set of events. Letter B. Summoned someone. Letter C. Kept the facts in mind. And letter D. mentioned something for justification. Number 5. The book references are his major list in gathering the facts. Letter A. Invention made. Letter B. Credentials available. Letter C. Letter of recommendation. Letter D. Source of information cited. Note: write on a separate sheet of paper the keywords with their corresponding meanings. Activity 2. Do I cite it right? Direction: match the clippings in column A to the right source of information in column B. Write the answer on a separate sheet of paper. The choices are found in letter B, source of information. You just have to write the number. Number 1, book. Number 2, encyclopedia. Number 3, magazine article. Number 4, journal. Number 5, newspaper. Number 6, interview. And number 7, World Wide Web. Let's have number 1. An Ethiopian woman preparing Ethiopian coffee at a traditional ceremony. She roasts, crushes, and brews the coffee on the spot. The source is Anchors R. 1997. History of the Ethiopian Borderlands. Essays in Regional History. Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Number 2. A plate of injera with various Erythrean stews. Source: Erythrean Food Practices. Access 2011 July. Webcitation.org. Number 3. Ashanti Kente cloth patterns. Source: Open Stand G. The Greenwood Encyclopedia of World Popular Culture. Volume 4, Greenwood Press, page 205, ISBN 9780313332555. Number 4. The Congo Mask from the Congo Central. Source: Endodo Ya Africa. Own work: CC BY SA 3.0 https://commons.wikipedia.org/w/index.php. Clipping number 5. Pillars of the Great Hypostyle Hall in the Holy Land, Syria, Edomia, Arabia, Egypt, and Nubia. Let's have activity 3. Cite louder. Direction: answer the following questions briefly. Write the answer on a separate sheet of paper. Number 1. Do the different sources of information cited have the same format? Number 2. What have you noticed with the punctuations? What is a bibliography? A bibliography is a list of all the different sources that you used for support of your topic. It contains a list of books or articles, or both, relating to a particular subject. In a research paper, a bibliography is an alphabetical list, sometimes grouped into categories containing the names of all works quoted from or generally used in its preparation. Bibliographical items should be arranged correctly and consistently. When do you use a bibliography? Number 1. In a report with statistics, examples, or case studies to show where you found those facts. Number 2. In a paper or report that uses a main idea from the author. Number 3. In a research paper to show all the different sources required by the teacher. Number 4. In using sources' exact words, direct quotation, in an article. Number 5. In sources used in presenting a theory, argument, or point of view in an article. What are some sources your teacher might ask you to use? These are the following: textbooks or books, encyclopedia, magazine article, journal, newspaper, persons interviewed, World Wide Web. What does it mean to cite a source? If you borrow ideas from a source, you must acknowledge it or give credit to it. Otherwise, you will commit plagiarism. You cite the source by writing it down in the bibliography, or sometimes referred to as works cited. What are the important points to remember in writing a bibliography using the APA format? Number 1. All names of authors should start with a family name, followed by the first name. The surname is followed with the initials of the first name and middle name. Number 2. For a source with several authors, the words et al. Is used to mean many or several authors. Number 3. All titles of books, magazines, encyclopedia, and newspaper articles should be underlined or italicized. Number 4. Titles of topics of magazine and newspaper articles, as well as materials from the encyclopedia, must be enclosed in quotation marks. Number 5. Correct punctuation marks, such as period, after the author's name, title of the book, encyclopedia, magazines, and newspaper articles should be observed. Number 6. Comma is placed after the author's family name to separate it from the first name, to separate it from the name of the publisher. Number 7. For dates of publication, the year, month, day system is used. Number 8. Lists should be alphabetized according to authors' surnames. What information do you need when you cite various sources? Let's take a look at the following entries that use the APA format. Number 1. Book. We have examples of one author, two authors, and several authors. Number 2. Encyclopedia. The structure should be author's name, year published, article title, name of encyclopedia, volume, pages, city of publication, publishing company, topic title, name of entire encyclopedia, year of publication, volume, and pages. Number 3. Magazine article. Structure should be author's name, year, month published, article title, periodic titles, author if available, title of article, periodical title, date, volume number, page. Number 4. Journal. Structure should be author, year published, article title, journal title, volume, issue number, publication date, journal page numbers. Newspaper. Name of the author, year, month, day published, article title, newspaper title, city, page numbers. Number 6. Person interviewed. Name of person interviewed, type of interview, date of interview. Number 7. World Wide Web. Structure should be author, title of specific page, title of website, publisher, date of publication, URL. Let's answer Activity 4. Punctuate me. Direction. One important point to consider in writing correct entries in a bibliography is putting the correct punctuations. Use the correct punctuation marks in the following entries. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. Activity 5. Cite my insights. Direction. Answer the following questions with the correct answer from the options found in the box. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. The choices are author, work cited, plagiarism, bibliography, et al. Number 1. What do you call the list of different sources you used in support of your topic? Number 2. What is the first entry of a book reference? Number 3. What is used to mean many authors? Number 4. What is another term for bibliography? Number 5. What is the act of taking other people's works or ideas and pretending that they are your own called? Let's answer Activity 6. Sightseeing. Direction. Make a conclusion based on the following cartoon. Let's answer the assessment. Activity 7. Cite me right. Direction. For letter A, identify whether the statement is true or false. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. Number 1. Plagiarism involves taking ideas from another author and presenting them as your own without giving proper credit. Number 2. When you are writing an entry for a book, you started with the name of the author. Number 3. The title of the book can be underlined or written in italics. Number 4. In writing entries in a bibliography, authors are listed alphabetically. Number 5. Quotation marks should be put in the title of the book. Direction for letter B. Alphabetize the following to make a correct bibliography. Write the number 1, 2, 3 on the blank provided. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. Direction for letter C. Write the correct citations based on the following sets of information. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. Additional activity. Research about the topic traditions common among Asian and African countries. Come up with 8 to 10 bibliographic entries. Write your output on a separate sheet of paper. Your output will be graded using the following rubric. Thank you so much for joining me until this hour. See you around!